In this tutorial, we're going to draw the main component of our center punch using surface modeling. All right, so let's just sign into Onshape, making sure you're using your education email. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a new document. So as you can see, I've got all my existing designs here. I want to go up to the top left, click this create document, and then name it center punch, create public document. Now this is our workplace surface, so where we're going to do our drawing. What we've got to do first is just double check our dimensions are set to metric. So go up to the three lines up the top here, left click it, go to workplace units, and then double check that this is set to millimeters. And the rest is as follows, just like this. Once you're done, click the green tick and we're ready to go. So first thing is we're going to select the front view or front plane. So click that, go up to the top here and click the front view. So that just spins your camera around so you can see nice and clearly. First thing is you're going to click sketch. We're going to name this. So our first thing is we're going to do is we're going to create the profile of our center punch. So first thing, click the little pencil icon and I'm just going to say profile sketch. All right, so next, click the line tool. We want to select the origin. So the origin is the center of these lines and center of your axis. And then I'm just going to go straight up and I'm going to type in 100. Now you don't have to click anything, you just type. As you can see, there's a little white box and it just automatically selects that. And then I'm going to hit escape. And as you can see, we've got our first line. So we're going to continue this. We're going to go down to the bottom here and we're going to just draw the next line. So zoom in, use your jog wheel. So that's the center wheel on your mouse. You can zoom into that point and click it once, drag along. When it's dotted, you can see that line is dotted. It means it's coming out at a 90-degree angle or it's dead straight. So we're going to click that and we're going to type in 5. All right, next we're going to put in a series of construction lines. So we're going to essentially draw the right-hand profile of our center punch. To start with, we're going to use the construction lines. Click the line, left click, and then click construction. So left click that as well. Go down to our bottom at that origin point, click up, and then you can't really see it, but there we go. I'll zoom in so you can see the numbers. We want to just type in 10. So that should be 10 millimeters up and you'll see a little dot. What we want to do then is just go out to our right, 5. And I've just typed in 5, hit enter. I'm not clicking anything, I'm just typing away. Now I've just hit escape to deselect that line. The next thing we want to do is continue the construction line going straight up the center. So click line, left click construction. And then we're going to go from that 10 mil mark up. Now, if you want to move your screen up like this, just click and hold your jog wheel in on your mouse. So we're going to come up directly on that line and we're going to click once and then type in 45 and hit enter. And as you can see, we've got our couple of dots just here. And then the next one, we're going to zoom out, move our screen. So click and hold your jog wheel, zoom in, and then we're going to come down from there 3 millimeters using a construction line again. So select line, construction, click that dot, click again, and then just type in 3. Now we're going to have a 45-degree point. So the easiest thing to make a 45-degree is you just going out 3 millimeters off to our right. So click line and construction again. From that dot we just created, go straight across and type in 3. And there we go. All right, so now coming down to this line just here, what we're going to do is we're going to create a few lines within this. So construction or line construction, or you can go the other way, it doesn't really matter, as long as the 2 buttons are selected. From this mark here, which is the 45, click across, and the first one we're going to do is 6. because our total thickness is 12. So we're going to have a 6mm diameter because this is going to be round. Then what we're going to do is from that point, as you can see, my line is still continuing. I'm just going to go back down that direction and I'm going to type in 0.5mm. So that's just going to be a little lip, what we're going to have on our actual profile. So if you wanted to move these construction lines or the dimensions out of the way, you can just click and drag them so they're clearly visible. Click and hold your jog wheel until you can move and reorientate until we can come down to this line. Now, I've actually made a mistake on this. I want that to be 6 as well. So I'm going to double click that dimension and just type in 6. And that just extends it out. And we're going to do the same for this line as we did the one just previous. The line tool, construction, and come back 0.5mm. So 0.5, enter. Hit escape to deselect that line. I'll move that out of the way. And then what we've got is we've got all our dimensions ready to go to draw the profile. So this is where we're just going to select the line tool and we're going to connect the dots. So this is called surface modeling, where you create a single profile or a surface and then you actually extrude that out to make a shape. So what we're going to do is from this dot here, the 0.5mm in one, zoom out, drag your mouse until you can connect that dot. And then we're going to zoom in. We're going to drag that across so that's now a solid line. And then from that outside dot as well, all the way down to our outside here, these two connect them. And then the last one is going from that to that. As you can see, it's created a solid part or solid shape. It's all shaded in. And what we can do is we've finished with that sketch. So we're going to hit the green tick button. As you can see, there it is. Now we could go in there and we can clean this up. If you wanted to, we could actually delete these construction lines, but there's no need. They don't actually come out when we do the next part, a revolve. So the next part, what we're going to do is actually turn this into a 3D object using the revolve function. So again, this is surface modeling. We've drawn a 2D surface. I'm going to turn it into 3D. So up here, you'll see a button that says revolve. Now, if you hover above it for long enough, it actually tells you how to complete that step. So what we're going to do is click it. And we're going to have a look at what it says, faces and sketches that we want. So I'm just going to select the gray surface just here. So it's that entire thing. And then I'm going to click revolve axis. And then I'm going to select that center line because that's the point that I want this thing to revolve on. So once I click that, as you can see, it's turned it into a 3D shape. Now to move your camera like this, you just hold in your right mouse button and then you can spin around until you get all your different angles. So that's basically your center punch. We just now need to put the knurling on it. So click the green tick. So we're going to rename that. So right click, rename center punch. Just so it's clear, that's exactly what we're looking at. As you can see, we looked at our profile and then we extruded it so we can zoom in and you can see our little lips and our step downs, and we've got our 45-degree angle just there.